Welcome to State of the Eagles, episode 13. We are Jalen Hurts away from game day. Sit back, relax with our boy, the Reverend D Gifted in the building, special guest. We're about to rock this show. Let's get it.
Attitude about himself, even through the good and the bad. And so I know it ain't easy, but at the end of the day, I think that Jalen worked himself into 250 reasons why, and I really do believe that he haven't even scratched the surface yet.
Show, executing the offense, but also making off-schedule plays, and can run, throw. They got two great receivers, good tight end, some explosive back. They have an excellent offensive line. They're big, they're physical, they're well-balanced offense, and it's well orchestrated by a quarterback, and obviously they're well coached. They have a good plan of attack. It'll be a big challenge for us.
How is everybody doing today? Welcome to another show of State of the Eagles with your boy BG31 in the dark night in the building. How you doing today, my guy?
I'm great, man, on this holiday week.
Already
is up? What is up, Eagles Nation? It's your boy BG31 in the building. How's everybody doing today? Hope everybody's having a great day. We are Jalen Hurts away from game one against the New England Patriots tomorrow. It's about to go down. But I had to bring my boy, the Reverend D Gifted, up in the building. How you doing today, my guy?
Oh man. Hey, yo, I'm doing so good, man. Hey, I'm D Gifted 314. I am so happy to be here on State of the Eagles. I'm so thankful for the opportunity, and I'm a proud member of BIRDGANG Nation Media, where you can always catch content 24/7 throughout the week, and more specifically on my channel where it's always lit. Y'all know the saying, where there's smoke, there's fire. You can tune in to Smoking with the Birds Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I will try to have an episode out. If I don't, I will let you know ahead of time. But for the most part, Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays, you will be hearing from your boy. Man, I'm so happy to be here. How you doing, man?
I'm happy here, D. It's been a minute, man. All off season, we haven't did our show. You know, we were looking to bring back Eagles Live and Lick. Don't worry. You know, I'm talking to Notion, see if we can get that thing rolling back up. But we definitely do something this year. You know, probably start next week or whatnot. But it is live. It is State of the Eagles. Donta is at a event. He's supposed to have been here by now. You know, Donta, supposed to have been here, but he is going to be on his way. So hopefully he'll be jumping here with us shortly. But until then, me and D get to go get you lit, gonna get you fired up for this Eagles game that we have tomorrow against the Patriots, man. How do you feel about the Eagles team in general? You know, I don't think I've even talked to you this offseason, live. You know, I want to know how you feel about this team, the rookies coming in, and our boy Jalen freaking Hurts. How you feel about it?
Man, it's I mean, you asking how I feel about a lot of things, man. I can talk all day, man. The off season has been packed with a lot of stuff, man. And one of the things that's been hugely talked about is Jalen Carter. I'm excited to see him, man. The first game of the season, he been talked about a whole lot, talking about generational talent, talking about he's like Reggie White. I'm excited to see him and see what this team really look like. This gonna be a straight fun game. And look, Jalen Hurts, I think he gonna be picking up where he left off, in the playoffs, and that was scoring a lot of points. We in the playoffs, we was averaging 34 points a game in the playoffs, and I think we gonna be scoring 30 points a game the whole season. So I'm excited to see this offense.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be nice. It's gonna be nice, man. We're gonna break it down here tonight for you, because I really don't think this is gonna be a game. I see this. The better team will show out tomorrow, and that's the Philadelphia Eagles. We are the best team in football right now, and everybody knows it. You see Jalen Hurts on the Sports Illustrated. The new Jordan brand pickup, endorsements that he got. He is the leader of this squad, and everything runs through him. You heard Belichick in the opening thing saying, like, this guy right here is special. He controls this offense. He makes it very hard to stop. So I think personally, it starts with him, and it's definitely going to end with him in the Super Bowl this year. But starting off with week one, the Patriots, they're not the Patriots of old. This is the new school Patriots. We got the Matt Joneses, the Zeke Elliott's, the Stevensons out there, Juju, which might not even play out there, Jono. There's a lot of guys on this squad that, they got a little name, but they're not the old school Patriots that were dominating throughout
it's definitely it's definitely gonna be interesting to see the Patriots, do their thing, because now you got Mac Jones, who they trying to solidify as their franchise quarterback. And honestly, we gonna be seeing something new with Jalen Hurts and Brian Johnson, but the Patriots gonna be seeing something new as well with Mac Jones and they new OC, what's his name, Bill O'Brien. So they trying to transform, they organization, because Bill Belichick, he been 500 since Tom Brady left. This is the first game of the season. And mind you, it's gonna be extra hype because it's Tom Brady, getting his little ceremony, and it's the first game of the season. Tom Brady getting his ceremony, and Bill Belichick looking to redeem himself. Tom Brady gonna be in the building, you know what I mean? So that's the big talk, since Tom Brady left, Bill Belichick ain't been doing too well. So it's gonna be fun to see, and I expect Bill Belichick to really do everything he can to stop Jalen Hurts, because he said it himself. There's nobody on his team that can replicate what Jalen Hurts can do. There's nobody in the NFL
Right.
that can replicate what Jalen Hurts can do to be able to prep, because I think that was the question that the reporter had asked. Like, do they have backup quarterback pretending to be Jalen Hurts? Like, man, can't nobody be that dude. This is one of the top NFL players in the league, you know what I mean? So, hey, it's gonna be fun, but I expect, like you said, the better team to win. And we just obviously the better team. They gonna have to keep up with us. We gonna have to
Yeah.
make sure that we putting our foot down on they fucking necks. You know what I'm saying? We gonna have to put our foot down and actually make sure that we living up to the standard, living up to the hype. Because, like you said, they ain't trying to be the old Patriots, but we ain't trying to be the old Eagles either. You know what I'm saying? We talked all offseason, well, more specifically the players talked all offseason about we let that last season in the past. We moving forward. All right. It's time to show us you moving forward. We ain't trying to see that no more. Y'all supposed to be chasing this new run. You know what I'm saying? This Super Bowl. So we gonna see, dog.
Hey, shout out to Dom Fight, new channel member in the building. Salute to you, my guy. Welcome aboard to the nation, baby, because the nation where we rock,
Yes,
the nation
sir.
where we get down, the nation where you're going to find all the Fire Eagle content, because we be dropping it all week long. So salute to you, my guy. That is a classmate from school. We played football together. So salute to you, my guy.
Oh,
Back in
damn.
high school. The class 99, I think he
Real.
was class at 98, but you know what I'm saying? Like, we old school. So much love to you, my guy. Eagles Playbook Podcast in the building. What's up, my guy?
What
Welcome
up? What
aboard.
up?
He said, thank you for stopping by a stream there. I seen that. That's what's up. Go Birds, the real MVP, RMP. Go Birds, he says, like, this is the revenge tour, though, and I do appreciate the fact that everybody understands that there is a big bullseye on our backs this year. And this is going to be the year I feel like Jalen finally takes that next level to the point where after this season, there will be no more negative talk about our boy Jalen Hurts. And I feel comfortable saying that.
Yeah.
No more negative talk about our boy Jalen Hurts.
It's really
Because he's done
disrespectful
been
to
through the
still
fire.
keep
He done
on
smelled the
disrespecting him.
smoke. It's definitely disrespectful. You can't be talking about this guy no more. He was like one of the best passers last year. He's still a dynamic running back, quarterback. He's the first triple threat quarterback ever in NFL history. Not Michael Vick, not Donovan McNabb, not Lamar Jackson, not Josh Allen, not none of these guys that do run football. He is the first triple threat quarterback out there. The decision making that he has, the way he elevates everybody on the roster. He's so cool, calm, collected. He's gonna do his thing tomorrow, man. Like, who do you think is gonna really break out tomorrow? Let's talk about that. Let's start with our team first. You know what I'm
Man,
saying? Let's start with the
I
offense.
mean,
Let's start with the offense first. Who do you think is gonna really break out tomorrow?
tomorrow I think it's gonna be all about Jalen Hurts. Honestly, like this dude, I said it earlier. He gonna be picking up where he left off. He gonna be basically putting us in position to be scoring a whole lot of points, which is, I believe, more than 30 points this game. He gonna be willing and dealing. You gonna be seeing, oh dang, he hit like 8 different targets. You know what I mean? You're gonna see him willing and dealing to everybody. You know what I'm saying? And honestly, 30 points a game is a lot for the Eagles, because we haven't scored 30 points a game since 1949. That's a long time, So I'm thinking, why not Jalen Hurts? We were so up about the fact that last year he was gonna have more continuity with the same people and all this. You know what I'm saying? And he showed that continuity. Continuity mattered. And now he got even more continuity with Brian Johnson, a guy that literally watched him grow up and I always say it's like his uncle, so he got even more continuity. And I'm telling you right now, if I believe, I don't know what you think, but I think if we go out there and we dice up the Patriots, and mind you, this early in the season, they pretty much got all their guys on offense. I ain't talking, I mean not offense, but defense. They pretty much got their guys. If Jalen Hurts can go out here and dominate Bill Belichick ran defense, that's all we need to see. We can expect him to do the same thing for the rest of the season, because Bill Belichick is one of the best defensive-minded coaches in the NFL, in NFL history. So, hey, this finna, if Jalen Hurts, we gonna be saying that all season, mind you. We said it here first. We're going to be averaging 30-plus points a game this whole season, which hasn't been done since 1949.
I like
What
it.
you think about that? What you think about us averaging 30 points a game?
And Watson said this brother did his research. That's what's up. Yeah, for sure. Hitman says it's gonna be the Smitty, skinny Batman Smith who's gonna be the
Hell
star
yeah.
player.
Hey, let me tap on that real quick. I'm glad he said that, because if I wasn't gonna say Jalen Hurts, I was definitely gonna say Devontae Smith, because I made a video talking about just giving out training camp awards, and Devontae Smith was the guy who I gave my training camp awards, because he has obviously gotten better. People been talking about him even more. Big Play Slade been talking about him, and people always criticize this dude for not being as big as AJ Brown, or as strong as AJ Brown. But Devontae Smith gets up and climbs the ladder for the ball just as physical as anybody else. We've got to witness Devontae Smith literally take over a game when we watched him in Washington. Devontae Smith has constantly gotten better each and every game. Each and every season. So, Devontae Smith is basically a number one, and we gonna see it, because honestly, I really think like this dude can catch and get open anytime, bro. He runs his route so clean. So I agree with Devontae Smith. What you think?
And I agree with that too.
You ain't never say who you thought.
I'm gonna go. Everybody know I'm a huge Hurts fan. It's easy for me to say Jalen Hurts. It's easy for me to say Jalen's about to throw for 5 touchdowns. He's about to throw for 350 plus and a rush for 100 yards. It's easy for me to say that because I just believe that highly of him. But I'm gonna go a different route. It's homecoming for one player. And you remember last year, who came home last year? It was Hassan Reddick. And what kind of season did Hassan Reddick have? A career year with 16 sacks, 19 if you include the playoffs. It's going to be the same way first game of the season for our boy Swift. I think Swift this year will do better than Miles Sanders did last year. I think Swift coming back to Philadelphia, his hometown, is about to light the league up and tear it up by storm. He's never ran behind the offensive line like this. He's never had a receiving core like this. He never had a quarterback that could stop linebackers like this. This is about to be a Swift game. I'm thinking Swift's about to really put the hammer down. I'm not saying the rest of the backs aren't going to get none. I know Gainwell's going to probably get a little sprinkle in there. Penny's going to get a little sprinkle in there. But I'm saying Swift will be dominant. I'm looking for him to get 200 yards this first game of the season to really put a stamp on him being home.
You said how many yards?
200. And I'm not talking about just rushing, receiving and rushing. 200 yards this game. I think Swift's going to be that bull out there. He's going to get a couple of touchdowns. He's going to, say welcome to. He's going to have his welcome to Philly moment, and that's going to be tomorrow, starting off the season.
Okay, I say if he got that, he definitely got most of that. I see more so receiving. You know what I'm saying? Like he could do that receiving, but I'm
what Swift did to us last year. He rushed for like 200 yards on us last year when we played the.
I'm saying to get 200 though, because I don't even think
he was at what 227 last year against us.
You said he did what?
The Lions. That's like 227. He lit us up. Like Swift could do it. He started to get a little banged up last year. The running back room there was really crowded, and after he started to get healthy, they're already doing their thing. So I feel like Swift's going to be that game changer. This first game of the season, like I said, Jalen's going to get opportunities off that. You know what I'm saying? He's going to be passing the ball to Swift. You know, we're going to see a lot more
Yeah.
running back screens this year. We're going to see a lot more running back curls this year, running back zig routes, Texas routes, wheel routes. I think there's going to be a
Yep.
lot more opening up from the offense that Johnson's going to put in there, having a guy like Swift in there. Now, Gainwell can do it too, but I think Swift will be the primary back. I know they say Gainwell starting. As I say, that's formality. You know, Gainwell's been with the team. He's earned it. You know, playoff Gainwell last year was electric. You know, you got to give him his props. You got to give him his love. You know, getting it started. You know, putting him on a depth chart started. But I'm telling you, Swift's about to take over this running back room. He's going to do his thing this year. Like I said, he never ran behind nothing like this before. You know what I'm saying? So, and then also, you know, I think we might see a little bit of Goddard tomorrow. You know, everybody wants to talk about Devontae and AJ. And I feel like people are
Hey,
Dallas.
before you jump on that though, you was talking, you brought up tight ends and made me want to comment on what dude had said about Nakobe Dean.
Yeah.
I know we ain't jump off on the defensive side of the ball yet, but I'm gonna be looking at him too. This gonna be a big game for Nakobe Dean because we're going to be putting up points. I think everybody knows we're going to be putting up points, or at least expect us to put up a lot of points. They know that. They're going to try to control the clock, run the ball, play action, and also use their tight ends. They're going to be running the ball, using tight ends. Nakobe Dean, this might show what we gonna have to do or look forward to throughout the season, because them tight ends are going to be utilized for the New England Patriots, and Nakobe Dean and Zach Cunningham are going to be on the spotlight a whole lot. I guarantee it, because they're going to try to run this ball, and one thing about a person that you can't stop, you just keep the ball away from them. So they're going to try to run the ball and constantly using these tight ends. These linebackers have to be able to step up, dog. It's gonna be huge. You think Nakobe Dean ready for it? He got the green dot. Is that him and Zach Cunningham? Hey,
you know, everybody know I'm a big, huge Nakobe Dean fan. Like, I believe that
they tight ends, some big motherfuckers. They both 6 foot 200.
Hunter Henry's over there. I forgot the other dude's
200 plus
name
pounds.
right now, but
250
they got some
plus
good tight ends
pounds.
in there for sure. But it's just like Dean. Everybody forgot that, you know, when the draft came last year, we were expecting Dean. If Howie were to go to two, you know, if he were to go to get a linebacker in the first round, Dean was one of the three linebackers everybody wanted. It was Dean, Harris, and Lloyd. You know, and we got him in the third round, and that's like all of a sudden now he's not this electric guy. He wasn't just on the best defense in college football. You know, he got the red shirt last year. Like my boy OG Wade said, like the reason why is that, you know, he was pushing White and Edwards to play so good because they knew if they slipped up one time, he was going to be in the game, and they didn't slip up. You know, they didn't slip up. So I really feel like, you know, Dean's going to make his presence known. He got the green dot this year, and he's going to lead this team. Like, when you got all your Georgia Bulldogs, too, like, I really feel like the whole Georgia connection there is going to make all those players play better. Carter's going to play better this year. Jordan Davis going to play better this year. Nolan Smith's going to play better because they are all brothers. They all come from a dominated football. They just came off of championship runs. I think it's going to electrify these guys that want to be the leaders of this Eagles defense. You know, the Alabama boys are the leaders on offense, and the Georgia boys are going to be the leaders on defense. You know, we got an SEC team going into this season, you know, that's going to be young, fast, strong, and ready to put their hammer down on anybody we play. But, yeah, we definitely going to get to the defense. I definitely got some more stuff on defense. But I want to talk about Goddard. You know what I'm saying? Like, everybody's sleeping on Goddard, I feel like. You know, this whole offseason has been Smitty, AJ, Hurts, Smitty, AJ, Hurts. You know what I'm saying? Like, we have not been talking about one of the best tight ends in football. You know?
I'm sorry, Dallas Goddard. I'm one of those people, man. I should definitely put more respect on Dallas Goddard, man. We all should. We owe Dallas Goddard an apology. I don't know. It ain't a lot of people that be, you know, speaking about him as much as he should be, you know, respected, because this dude, last time we seen him on the field, he was making plays, man. He was looking better than Travis Kelce, goddamn me. He was making them one-handed catches. He was toe tapping, you know, on the sideline. this dude really made some fucking plays, dog.
Yeah.
It's just unfortunately we wasn't able to, finish the job. But Dallas Goedert is that dude. And one thing about him that I love is that he is a physical dude. He not only, just physical blocking, but when he catch the ball,
Yeah.
he is definitely trying to run over you, jump over you, body. You know what I'm saying? He just a physical dude. And 9 times out of 10, when he catch the ball, it's gonna be some small corner he could definitely take advantage of, or some itty bitty, linebacker. Hey, so yeah, I owe him a lot of respect. We all owe him a lot of respect because he that dude, man. He's definitely
Yeah,
the
he gonna
dude.
do that thing this year. I feel like, AJ
He
and
still
Snead gonna
hasn't
get along.
made the Pro Bowl, has he?
No,
Or All Pro?
and no one gives him respect of being what more than a
Wow.
top 5 tight end, And I think Dallas Goedert top 3 easily, and I really think he can be number 1, because if you really look at it, he can catch just as good as Kelsey, he can block just as good as Kittles, and he does both, at a very high level. So I really feel like Dallas Goedert will be the secret weapon this year. He's going to hit that 1,000-yard season he's been trying to reach. He's going to hit that Pro Bowl he's been trying to reach, and he will be an All-Pro this year because Jalen Hurts will be tagging him all over the field this year, And I think it starts, tomorrow, because you got to realize tomorrow's a game where it's going to be a lot of running. There's going to be a lot of middle of the field stuff. I think they have some really good secondary, so they're going to be trying to lock down, Devontae and AJ. I'm not saying that anybody can lock them down, but I'm just saying it's going to bring a lot of attention that way to the point where Dallas Goedert and, like I said,
He gonna
Swift should
eat.
eat heavily.
And I agree with you too about this gonna be the year because he's even hungrier for the Super Bowl than he's ever been. I listened to this man talk about how he don't even like. They asked him, does he have any goals this season for himself, like any expectations or whatever? And the dude is strictly like not even worried about that. He's simply like, man, I just want to win. I'm trying to do whatever I can to win the Super Bowl. He like typically he do, but when you come that close, man, you don't give like it don't even matter because the ultimate thing is getting that Super Bowl ring, and he is hungry. So I think with him being able to focus less on records and his personal accomplishments, that's gonna make him even more of a
That's the
beast,
team,
man.
though. That's the
And
team in general. These guys are focused. They're laser focused. No one's looking for individual stats because they know if they go out there and do what the hell they need to do, they're all going to have high individual stats.
yeah,
This is about to be, you remember last year, we were blowing out teams by halftime. It's going to be the
yeah,
same kind of season this year. Everybody's like, oh, the season, we play so many more better teams this year. Do we really? We would beat half of these teams last year. And the reason why we got such a hard strength of schedule is because 3 NFC East teams went to the playoffs last year, and we play them 2 times each. You know what I'm saying? You got to keep the real from the fake. Like, this team is about to do the same thing they did last year on offense, if not better. We were never even stopped one time. There wasn't one game, really, we were even stopped last year, if you were to think about it. We lost some games, some close games when Jalen wasn't there and Gardner Minshew was trash. We lost a couple games where, the defense, Gannon called some BS plays at the end. We didn't win. We only lost, 3 games. So it's like we didn't lose that many games. But at the end of the day, this offense was never stopped. And I think our offense got better this year. Sam Model left. He called, like OG Wade said, he cost us a Super Bowl with that false start. He kind of put us behind there where Jalen Hurts fumble came into play. And we're entering Cam Jerkins. He's going to be our new right guard. I think that's going to be an upgrade for that offensive line that is already the best, line in football. You got some great pieces behind those guys. This receiving core is going to be dynamic. I'm
yo,
looking
let
for
me say
questions.
this before I forget. You had brought up just about the players that we have and how everybody, basically gonna eat. Everybody is gonna eat. Both wide receivers, AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, and I say that to say like we gotta appreciate that because motherfuckers in the offseason was trying to create some type of divide or it felt like motherfuckers was trying to say Whose side are you on? You on AJ side? AJ number one, or you think Smitty? It don't even matter. Like, why is we even doing that shit? We shouldn't even doing that. Both of them boys, some number ones. Like, that just is what it
Yeah.
is. Ain't no questions about it. They both gonna ball, and they both, just two different wide receiver types. So it's about personal preference, but they both get the job done. So I just want to say I appreciate both of them. They gonna be stars.
And everybody
So
know last year, whenever Smitty was going off, the next game AJ went off. Whenever AJ was,
the
went off,
first
the next
game, Devontae
Smitty.
Smith had 0 catches, which kind of blew my mind. I wasn't gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie. I was kind of like, damn, it was kind of like a shocker. Like, I was kind of worried about it. Like, was we just targeting AJ Brown? Because mind you, at that point, AJ Brown had just got to the team. And the
Yeah.
whole camp, that's all we was hearing. AJ Brown and Jalen Hurts connection. Oh, it's good, it's good. We weren't hearing about Smitty. So when the first game came and Smitty ain't getting no catches, I'm kind of like, hold on now. These both of them got to get it now. But the season played
But
out, and Smitty definitely got his. One thing that I appreciate about Smitty is the fact that he does whatever he can for that ball, and we got to witness him take over a game in Washington. They complain and try to discredit his physique or his physicalness or his body size, but the guy has been healthy the whole season. You see what I'm saying?
Mhm.
He been healthy the whole season. This is a reliable guy. And so, hey, we got to take advantage, man, because one of the biggest things that's going to be, a big focus this season is health. As long as we got the players, that's why it's no
Mhm.
question against the Patriots. We are the better team. We are the better
Yeah.
team. We just have to execute and stay healthy. Execute,
Mhm.
stay healthy. That's all. That's really all it is. We are the better team. Everybody knows.
Yeah, man. We definitely the better team. We will stay healthy. I'm not gonna say we need to because we will stay healthy. I think the way that these coaches keep these guys in line, the way they train, I think we're gonna have an injury-free season. That's what I'm hoping for. An injury-free season. You're always gonna get one or two players here or there, but our depth is
Yeah,
so deep on this football team. We can afford to lose one or two players as long as it's not our star quarterback, Mr. Jalen freaking Hurts. I think we'll be, just fine in terms of that aspect. But let's roll over to this defense. Like you said, man, we got a lot of players on defense trying to make their name. We talked a little bit about Nakobe Dean, and how we expect this guy to go do great things. Like I really see Nakobe Dean making the Pro Bowl this year. I think he's gonna be that good. He's gonna be racking in double-digit tackles every single game. He's a sideline to sideline type player. And I think that, no one has to worry about him being injured or whatnot. I think he's ready to go. I think he's going to go out there and make a name for himself, show why he should have been a first round pick. Zach Cunningham did good, but I'm talking about my guy that I think that's really going to take over the game tomorrow. It's going to be my boy Jordan Davis. If you guys been watching my podcast, you guys know
Jordan
I am a
Davis.
huge Jordan Davis fan. I think people are really sleeping on this guy. They think he's just a run stuffer type guy. But since the draft, he's lost 60 pounds. And he's that much. He's still a humongous guy. The only guy that even compares to him on our team is Jordan Mailata, and he's another humongous guy. And I think people are really sleeping on him. His athleticism is crazy. The last couple of joint practices you see, it wasn't just Jalen Carter getting sacks. It was Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter getting sacks. So I'm telling you, like the start of the game tomorrow's
So if
probably going
you
to be
had to bet some money, you would bet that Jordan Davis is going to have a breakout game or the best game on defense. You picking Jordan Davis?
Yeah, I'm saying Jordan Davis. He's gonna do it, man. Jordan Davis is gonna be that guy for sure. And
Now
I'm
I
putting
like
it
Jordan
on,
Davis.
man. You know why?
I'm
Because
not
listen,
saying
let me explain. Let me
he ain't
explain my
good.
answer here. All season long, what we do, we almost broke the sack record. Where it came from? Where did all the pressure really come from? The outsides, the Sweats, the Brandon Graham, the Hassan Reddicks. That's where it came from the most. I know Hargrave had 10 sacks in the middle, two to be one of those double-digit guys, breaking the record. But it came from the outsides. And this year, getting a guy like Jalen Carter and a freaking Jordan Davis together, I think that everybody's really this off season. When you look at the film, you're like, how am I going to stop the Eagles from the outside? Because Reddit's still there. We even added a Nolan Smith for the other side, so the outside is still coming hot. Period. You know, the outside's still coming out. You're going to have to figure out how to double team those guys. Sweat's gotten better every single year. He's played with us, and he's already talked about having even a better year. Reddick's talking about having even a better year. So all the pressure is going to be on these guys, right? Up the middle is where you're going to have to worry about, you know. And I think Jordan Davis being slimmer and being such a big guy, like he can bat balls down with his height, and he's also going to be able to put pressures. He understood, you know, he learned from all the greats he played behind last year, like, you know, Linval Joseph, Dominican Sue, Fletcher Cox, Hargrave. Those are some great defensive tackles to learn from in your rookie year. He went all the way to the Super Bowl, so you got to understand what it's like to play a full season. And I think that's what made him go lose 30 more pounds this offseason and come back.
Now,
you know,
I like everything you said. But the only thing I would say that's in the back of my mind is I'm just remembering how, or more so, why they brought him in. You know, he was supposed to be able to take up the double team, and he gonna be doing that.
but you know what?
I will put my money on Jalen Carter, if anything, because you know Fletcher Cox ain't trying to do all that. He ain't trying to play that many snaps. Then you got Jordan Davis eating up the double team, and now you ain't even bring up the fact the Patriots gonna be having a right guard who is injured, or they starter might not even be starting. So Jalen Carter might be one-on-one and gets a backup all game.
And that's what you guys are missing. That's what you guys are missing. Jalen Carter is another guy that you're expecting. Listen, Jalen Carter is another guy you're expecting to go out there and get sacks. That's the reason. And don't think that just because Jordan Davis is big, if Jalen Carter comes out to gate a sack, they're going to double team him. And they're going to put Jordan Davis one-on-one. You can't double team this defensive line, period. There's not really anybody you can double team. You definitely can't double team both of them in the middle, because then the outside is going to eat. So I think that if I were a defensive coordinator, I'd definitely be worried about Hassan Reddick and Sweat coming off the end. And then I'd definitely worry about Jalen Carter if he starts the game hot. That's going to leave 1-on-1 for Jordan Davis, and he's too big for that. Too fast for that.
By the time they realize they need to double team Jalen Carter, he gonna have 2 sacks. Yeah, first sack they gonna think it's a fluke. They go, oh dang, all right, he's stronger than I thought. Second sack, they're gonna be like, oh damn, we gotta really put him on him. So yeah, I agree. Jordan Davis,
he already messed up.
Jordan Davis might for real end up being 1-on-1. So I agree on that point. But if that's the case, Jordan Davis better show up. You getting 1-on-1, you better show that you can be. You ain't supposed to be 1-on-1. That's supposed to be the scary part. That's supposed to be the reason Muzz are double teaming. You know what I'm saying? So he gonna have, if he ain't winning his 1-on-1 matchups like Jalen Carter was before he got double teamed, then that just shows, you know what I'm saying? I mean, of course, Jalen Carter's supposed to be better at pass rushing. All right, I'm gonna give him that. But Jordan Davis is still supposed to show that he can beat his 1-on-1 matchup. If he get 1-on-1 matchups and Jalen Carter is next to him and Jalen Carter is getting double teamed, Jordan Davis should have at least 1 sack. At least 1 sack. He was picked number 1. Yeah, I mean, not number 1, but he was picked. He was a first round pick.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? So, hey, you got to win your 1-on-1 matchups now.
The sky's the limit for him, though. You know, like you said, JD said, 805 Hitman said, yeah, Jordan Davis should get at least 6 sacks. I think he has the possibility to get double-digit sacks for
this year.
And this year, because if what we heard the last preseason game, the very last preseason game in the joint practices, it was like Jalen Carter I think Jalen Carter got 2 sacks. Jordan Davis got 2 sacks. The guy is in shape. This is something he hasn't did. He was 60 pounds heavier in college. He was 30 pounds heavier last year. And last year when he played, he made a huge impact. Such an impact that when he went out, Howie waited 3 games, right? He waited 3 games to see if we were going to be able to stop the run, because when Jordan Davis was in, we're top 5 and stopping the run. We waited 3 games to see if the rest of these guys, just Hargrave couldn't stop the run. Cox couldn't stop the run. Milt Williams couldn't stop the run. Marlon couldn't stop the run. None of these guys could stop the runs, and that's when he went out and said, finally, okay, I got to do something about this, because obviously he is that big of an impact that I need to go get 2 former Pro Bowlers in Linval Joseph and Dominican Sue, okay? And then once you got those guys, you weren't going to, rush him back, You know what I'm saying? You weren't going to rush it back after you paying these guys their money. You're going to let them play. And that's what he did. So he got a redshirt year. He went out this offseason, lost 30 more pounds. You know? He's like, I need to get after it. You know, you heard him talking like, I had to work on my technique. I had to work about how I get my shoulder pads low, how to get under these guys. And he learned from some of the best. And I think this year is really going to show up and he's going to show up and show out, man. I think he's going to change the whole way we see defensive tackles. You got to think there's not another defensive tackle in the league that big, that fast, or that strong. There's not one. Not one. You know, you got a lot of guys. You know, when he stands next to Jalen Carter, he made Jalen Carter look like a varsity football player. You know, that's how much bigger he is. You know, and then athletic wise, he was faster than Jalen Carter in the combine. Jordan Davis was faster, 60 pounds heavier. So what do you think he's gonna be this year? You know, he's gonna be a beast in that middle. He's gonna destroy a lot of centers and a lot of guards this year. I really feel like that it's gonna be the Jordan Davis show. Everybody's expecting all these other guys to be stars. It's really gonna be the Jordan Davis show because no one's gonna expect him to do it.
Yo, I heard exactly everything you saying. But let me grab my charger real quick.
Okay, do your thing. How you guys doing, man? Hit that like, hit that subscribe. If you have not subscribed, my boy D Gifted is on the road to 200. Go help the brother out. Go over there, his side D Gifted 314, and go subscribe to my buddy. But yeah, how do you guys feel about what I'm saying about Jordan Davis, man? Like I know you guys been listening to me. You know, Jordan Davis is the guy that he's like the guy that's not going to be expected to do it. That I think's really going to do it. You know, like he's going to go out there handle his business. And it's gonna be great season. It's gonna be a great season for him this year, man. You know, and then we can talk about some more players on this defensive line. I think Marlon Tuilopu coming back is gonna be good. Milton Williams looked like a beast in preseason. You know, Jalen Carter, we already expected him to do it. I do think Jalen Carter will start by game 3. You know, I think they're gonna give Fletcher Cox his respect. He's gonna start the first couple games, but after that, Jalen Carter's gonna make such an impact when he is in the game that he's gonna be that guy that ends up being, starting with Jordan Davis. They're going to have that Georgia Bulldog up front with Jordan Davis and Jalen Carter. So it'll be the double J's up front. He says, Nakobe Dean season, first game as a starter, I hope and pray he shows out. 11 tackles and a forced fumble coming. Hey, I'm with you. I definitely think he's made double-digit tackles. Remember that game last year? It was like the fourth quarter he came in, and he ended up having double-digit tackles in like just the fourth quarter. That's what we're going to see. He might be one of those guys that even have a couple of 20-tackle games. Like he's that good. He can run sideline to sideline. He's fast enough, one of the faster linebackers in the league, and he's very instinctive. He's smart. That's what's really going to help him be that bull this year is his smartness. He's going to be able to anticipate plays. He's going to hit that hole hard, to the point where you're going to have to be like, oh, wow. He's going to be able to diagnose plays at a high level. I'm thinking like, I'm not even going to say Ray Lewis level, but I'm going to say, one of them top high-end linebacker levels. Like I really do see him going, to the Pro Bowl this year in his first year starting. He said this year 6 at least, anything less is a little concerning because he's a run stopper, not a pass rusher. But the funny thing is, like, Jalen Carter's behind Jordan Davis. He's not behind Fletcher Cox on the depth chart. He's behind Jordan Davis. They're playing the same side. So everybody's like, oh, he's going to take over for Fletcher Cox, but Milton Williams is behind Fletcher Cox. He's behind Jordan Davis, and I understand in college there were two different tackle positions, but I think right now 60-pound lighters, they're doing the same things this year. They'll be doing the same things.
Yo, we was talking about. Can you hear me? Okay.
Yeah, you good.
Okay, but with the sacks, man, Jordan Davis having at least 6. Okay, I can see that a little bit, but my thing is we haven't had a rookie have double-digit sacks since Reggie White, and I honestly think that Jalen Carter is gonna have at least 10 sacks. I'm looking for this defense to really have 70+ sacks again this season because just how much of an improvement we have. Jalen Carter is even better against the run than Javon Hargrave was. So for real, we should be even more dominant. We lost, but we upgraded. You know what I'm saying? We upgraded in that position. So Jalen Carter, I definitely think he gonna be the next rookie to have double-digit sacks. Man, what you think?
I think he can. It's possible. The way you hear, Lane Johnson and your way you hear Kelsey talk about blocking this guy as a rookie, they're just like, what the hell? We can't. They're two of the best of their position ever. Jason Kelsey one of the best centers ever in the history of football. Lane Johnson one of the best tackles ever in the history of football. And they're saying it's hard to stop this guy as a rookie. He's ready. He's a plug and play type character that's coming to the game. And I get what you guys saying, man. I understand you guys want to see Jalen go do it because that's what he's supposed to do. Not Jalen, Carter do it because that's what he's supposed to do. And Jordan Davis is supposed to get that double team. But don't you think the rest of the league knows that too? They see what he done in preseason. This fool was like flipping linemen in preseason. Yeah. He was flipping linemen in preseason.
Can't get all pro guards.
Yeah, all pro guards. You don't think other teams seen that? They're gonna put a lot of attention on Jalen Carter. He's gonna get a lot of attention. That's why I say it's set up in a perfect world.
He gotta prove it though. You know what I'm saying? He still gotta prove it though. He gotta prove it because all that talk, that's cool. He be getting all the hype, but at the same time, when it really matters, you gotta show it. So they ain't gonna take him shit. They ain't finna double him first off. So that low key. Since they starting right guard might not be starting, they might have a backup in there. So they might be sending help just because they got a backup right there. You know what I'm saying? But that means somebody, either Jordan Davis or Jalen Carter, one of them, they gonna go for the bigger dude. Jalen Carter is going to eat. He might listen. I say this dude gonna have 3 sacks in this game. 3 sacks.
Yeah. I'm saying like this. They're not gonna be ready for JD for real. They're not gonna be ready for him. Like no one's gonna expect it, but it's gonna happen. Like y'all tripping. Like
he definitely gonna surprise me.
But why would you guys not think? I understand Jalen's known to be that pass rusher, but why would Jordan Davis was never ever asked to be the pass rusher? It's not that he never could do it. He just never was asked. That wasn't his thing. He was 60 pounds heavier. He was like 400 pounds. You know what I'm saying? In college. No one asked him to rush no passer. They're like, get in the game and plug holes. Every single big game in college, he stepped up and showed out, right? In the pros, when he was in the beginning of the season, what did he do? Step up, and show out. Double teams, triple teams on Jordan Davis. You're not going to be able to double team this guy because you're not going to leave guys like Reddick open. You're not going to leave guys like Hassan Reddick. Josh Sweat open. You're not going to leave guys like Jalen Carter open. You're not going to leave Nolan Smith coming off the end because he's going to be just a pass rusher this year. That's going to be his primary job is to get after the pass rush. You know what I'm saying? Like, you're not going to leave these guys open, and you cannot double team all of them.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to get the ass. And you think about it. The better pass blockers are your tackles, right? So when you're sending help with those guys to help stop these guys at the end, your interior line, not too many. Our line's the best in the league, and these guys talking about struggling.
It's already Bill Belichick already admitted it. He already said what's up. This is the best defensive line by far. By far. You know what I'm saying? So that's coming from a guy I just gave a lot of respect to, one of the best defensive-minded coaches in the NFL, and he just said it himself, the best defensive line in the NFL by far. So they already know they got a challenge to uphold. They going to be trying to run that ball, pound that ball with Stevenson, who had 1,000 yards last season, and y'all know the Patriots just got fat-ass Ezekiel Elliott, so he going to be up in that motherfucker. Yes, sir, they just got that boy. He finna get
Zeke's
smacked.
But hey, I wanted Zeke this offseason. I'm not even gonna lie. I'm not even gonna hold you. I wanted Zeke this offseason. I would have rather have Zeke than Penny.
I don't want no Cowboys.
I don't like them. I like the Cowgirls, but I was just like,
that one dude that got what the fuck was his name?
Don't say Murray. Everybody try to say you don't want him because of Murray, but Murray
no. That one clown that ended up going on Undisputed. What's his name? Scandrick or something?
Oh, Scandrick, yeah, the cornerback.
Yeah, talking spicy, man. A straight clown. He one of the biggest clowns from Dallas, man. And I knew we should never pick him up. You know what I'm saying? They just like a little disease, man. They just that little stain on your shirt you can't get out. You know what I'm saying? You just
like for some reason, whenever we get any NFC East players on our team, they suck. But whenever they get any players from from watching
Man, because
your
we
team.
actually
They're
have
good.
talent. We shouldn't be picking up they trash. Period. That's all that tell me. They actually have trash. We don't. You know what I'm saying? So, man, shoot, I
But
seen.
let's talk about. I know we got the linebackers down. We talked about the defensive linemen. But let's talk about the secondary. Do you think that Slay and Bradbury will be able to continue to do what they did last year, and then even one be All Pro, both be All Pros, both be Pro Bowlers type thing this year too as well. They got a lot of young bulls behind them trying to fight for that playing spot. You got Ricks back there. You got Joe back there, Goodrich back there. They're all playing at high levels in the preseason. How do you feel about these two? You think Slay and Bradbury will keep it up this whole season and be, Pro Bowl players?
Man, I expect in this game right here, they should be able to be locked up. You know what I'm saying? They should be locked up and should have no problem. But I really think these guys, from an overall point of view, they should be just like they was last year. These are vets who have been doing their technique and been doing this consistently. They already know. You know what I'm saying? It's all for them. It's all about health. They already know the tips and tricks, and it's all about health. And can they maintain that same type of speed? You know what I'm saying? Can they stay upright? You know what I'm saying? Because we already heard how Richard Sherman found out that he was ready to retire, and that was when Devontae Smith cooked him. You know what I'm saying? He realized he couldn't recover, or you know what I'm saying, gain back his speed if he missed a step or whatever. Muzz no. So it's just about them veterans being able to stay healthy and really just stay on the field, like I said. But big play Slay, I expect him to start off high. He always start the season off high. James Bradbury, he just so technically sound, like it seemed like you think people think you can get away with certain stuff, but he be right there. You know what I'm saying? Like his leverage on the wide receiver always be perfect. So yeah, man, they dominant. But I'm definitely inspired though in the from watching the preseason game for sure. Them dudes, Eli Pick Six Ricks, his ass man was
Pick six
showing out.
Ricks.
Pick Six Ricks. Hey, he said that was his name when he was in college, man. So I'm like, yo, I like that name, and it sound fitted for dude. And he been dominating the whole preseason. Matter of fact, he had the highest QB rating out of all the corners throughout the preseason, according to PFF. So I'm like, damn, that's one of the main reasons why we had to make sure we keep him. We couldn't put this man, let him go, because somebody was going to pick him up. A cornerback that had the best passer rating out of, I think it was out of 103 snaps. Out of 103 snaps in the preseason game, all the corners, he was compared to all the corners or whatever. The dude had the best rating. So I'm like, can't wait for dude.
I feel like our secondary is one of those secondaries where it's like, if you're just back there, you're going to be good. Because with the front seven that we have, no quarterback, and I mean no quarterback we face is going to have more than 2 seconds to throw the football. None of them.
The front line definitely does help. They ain't going to have to, and that's what's going to make James Bradbury and Big Play Slay even better. They don't got to cover that long.
Yeah.
They don't got to cover that long. Dang. Hey, I was watching that game too. Hey, I was watching that Colorado game too. That mother was lit. But yeah. Back to the Eagles though.
But yeah, even the safeties, everybody like, what about the safeties? They're young. I'll go ahead and start Brown. I know he's not starting this first game. Edmonds starting with Reed Blankenship, but I will eventually, by game 3, probably start Brown too, because you have nothing to lose. Let these guys go out early, build that confidence, because you're playing with the best defensive front in football. Your job is easy. Everybody's seen last year CJG. He actually showed that he was that good. What was it, Thursday night game when he played with the Lions? He was making a lot of good plays. I was like, dang, he's still doing good, because I thought maybe it was just about our defense, but he's a really good, talented player. But at the end of the day, when he left, we didn't miss a beat, with Epps and Reed Blankenship. Blankenship kind of took over the show then. You know what I'm saying? He was one out there hit sticking Deebo Samuels in the playoff game, hit stick fumble, and him, getting picks on, his first interception against Aaron Rodgers against the Green Bay Packer game. Like it's because you don't have that much time behind the line. The line got younger, faster, and stronger, and I think that's what's going to happen this year. We're gonna our whole secondary is going to be eaten all year long. Turnover galore.
That's gonna be a dynamic duo, Blankenship and Brown. I like how Blankenship, he seemed like he's super smart and he just make the right choices when it comes to attacking the player or attacking the ball. And this dude is really, athletic. And Sidney Brown, he just so fast. I remember watching a press conference from Blankenship. He was basically like, this dude move fast, so you got to kind of slow him down, which, people really prefer because you would rather have to slow a person down than have to speed a person up. So his
Mhm.
mental, he already there. It's just more so, containing it. Like, don't be one of those corners or those people that bite on the route. You know what I'm saying? Hey, be patient, read it out. So for the most part, he be flying around the field, man. Dude is built. And shoot, they call him a heat seeking missile. And that's how he played too. No doubt about it. Heat seeking.
He give me that Dawkins vibes. I've heard a couple people try to compare him to Dawkins even. Give you that Dawkins vibe up in there. And I'm not gonna lie, it's a nice vibe. It's a nice comparison. We gotta let him
Nice
play
vibe.
to get the full respect, but the vibe of it, yeah, I can see that. He was laying some hits all preseason long. He was out there laying wood paws, on everybody. He didn't care who he was hitting, on running backs, receivers, quarterbacks. He didn't care who he was out there putting the hammer down on people. And I can respect that after a guy. Like, you gotta think about, we didn't know Dawkins was Dawkins until he was Dawkins. We didn't know Dawkins was Dawkins until he was Dawkins. So, now we know Dawkins is Dawkins, because of his legendary career. We got to give Sidney that chance, what I'm saying? Give him that chance to come in. What made Dawkins so good was he never got hurt, to be that size and do what he did and play at that high of a level, hitting people like that. He just never got hurt, and that's what kept him going for all those years. That's what made him so legendary. And I feel like the same thing with this guy. If he can stay healthy, and the way he be lowering the hammer down, if he can stay healthy, he's gonna be another Dawkins type guy out there for our football team. He could be starting safety for years to come.
Hell yeah, hell yeah. I agree 100%, dog. 100%. Brian Dawkins is super legendary, and like you said, that's one thing I didn't even think about. His health, the fact that he was
Yeah,
able to stay consistent with that. That's one thing that I was actually worried about when it came to Sidney Brown. It's the fact that can dude actually stay healthy with being so physical, because your body get banged around so many times. Things happen. Shit.
yeah. And there's been a lot of safeties over the years that have been that type of safety, but they got hurt. It started out good, got hurt, wasn't so good anymore. And I'm really hoping that Sidney can be one of those guys for us, and be that spot for take over that spot for years to come. And Reed too. I want Reed to stay healthy. I like that guy. He's out there. He made a lot of good plays, and I think he can do it too as well. Yeah. 803 Hitman said, y'all think Pass might drop Mills to the cornerback spot tomorrow? Uh, Slot corner maybe. I can see that happening. Dropping a slot corner, but he could get toasted by, that's a guy too. I think that might have a big game that we might not think will have a big game, and that's Quez Watkins, man. Everybody know I've been a huge Quez Watkins fan over the years, the last couple of years, and I think Quez Watkins is definitely going to
I
have a
tried to
comeback,
give Quez
breakout
Watkins
season
a
this year.
chance. I tried to give him a chance, man. I really tried, but he really still, like, every time I think of Quez Watkins, I just think about how, like, you are meant to make those moments. Like, you are supposed to be that secret weapon. Like, when you pop up, it's a touchdown. Nobody should want to see Quez Watkins catching the ball, because if he catch the ball, it should be a fucking touchdown or a deep fucking pass. You know what I'm saying? And so every time I think of Quez Watkins, I think about the deep pass he didn't catch. The one time he was supposed to show up and didn't catch, and that was in the Super Bowl. This guy has to be able to show up in key moments. If he dropped the ball on the third down in the fourth quarter, I'm gonna be pissed. It's just gonna show me we gotta put somebody else in there, and I actually think we had got somebody else in there, a fourth wide receiver,
You talking about Ozzy,
Zacchaeus. What's his
Ozzy,
name?
Zacchaeus, Ozzy. But
Yeah,
he's behind Quez on the depth chart. I really feel like everybody is really giving Quez a bad rap. Now, let me break it down for you. 2 years ago, he was the number 2 receiver on this football team, 700 yards, right? He had less touchdowns that year than he had last year. Everybody forget about the Quez Watkins touchdown in the Colts game that was big. Everybody forget the Quez Washington
Wes
touchdown.
Watkins drops a lot of key passes, man.
No, he
He
dropped
has
like
to
3
all the
passes, guys.
listen. A
And
lot of times
17
when
games he
he
dropped.
catching the
Well,
ball,
20
he
games.
making up for a time he dropped the
Listen,
ball.
20 games he dropped 3 passes. Were they big time passes? Yes. 3 big mistakes Quest made last year. Super Bowl, the Washington fumble. I think one more other game. Other than that, Quez was a
It was
reliable
certain
receiver.
people. Listen, it's certain people in that Super Bowl on that offense that didn't show up. And Miles Sanders is one, and Quez Watkins is number 2. We
The
had
thing
2
about it
guys.
is, I always tell everybody, listen, I always tell everybody, remember early in the season, Devontae Smith was dropping balls. In the middle of the season, A.J. Brown was dropping balls. But they get so many balls, it doesn't matter because they make the plays after. Quez went from being a
And
number
these
2
dudes dropped the
receiver.
ball one
Wait,
game.
wait,
It'd
wait,
be
wait, wait,
one
wait, wait,
game
wait.
though.
Quez went from a number 2 receiver to number 4 receiver. Basically, if you had Dallas Goddard, the number 4 receiver, he dropped 2 levels down. So actually, the drops were definitely more amplified, like you said. They had been said, and that's what really make us be like. Remember Barnett too. Barnett, it wasn't that he was a bad football player. He just made bonehead mistakes at the wrong damn time, and that's what it was with Quez. Those drops were so significant that we really hate on him. In reality, Quez had more touchdowns last year. He had more touchdowns he had in his whole career last year.
But whatever you consistently do, that's what you do. That's you. Whatever.
But
If
he
you
doesn't consistently do it. That was 1 year.
that's
That was
what
1
you
year.
do.
The year before, when he had 700 yards, we weren't talking about Quez dropping balls.
No, he wasn't that guy. He couldn't
He
get
was number
open.
2. Remember?
He couldn't get open.
It was Rager, Quez, Devontae rookie year. He was a guy. He was making. He didn't score very many touchdowns.
I'm
He
telling
just
you
making
right
plays.
now, it's not a lot of people. The only people that believe in Hurts, I mean not Hurts, but Quez, is probably you and Nick Sirianni, because Nick Sirianni was hyping him up.
Wow, really?
And
Y'all know I was like one of the only people that believe that Jalen freaking Hurts and he's the best damn quarterback in the league. So maybe want to think about who you start listening to. Who you start listening to. I'm telling you, Quez is going to break out this year. You know what showed me that, though? It was the humbleness this year, this offseason. He got tired of hearing what people said, but he's like, I wasn't focused last year. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't focused. Like I said, think about it, D. You played football before, right?
Yeah.
If you're the starter on the team 1 year, right? And the next year you're not the starter anymore, is that gonna make you be like, what the fuck? Jalen Reagor did the same thing, right? Jalen Reagor did the same thing when we drafted Devontae Smith, but he's a poor sport about it, and he just sucked, and now he continues to suck. Quez came out and said, "Hey, my bad." He had personal stuff going on off the field, personal stuff going on the field. I think he had a shoulder injury that year. That year that no one really talked about. He's like, my bad. Now,
every time I see TCU, I think about Jalen Reagor. He trash, dog. I almost called himself, but every time I see TCU, I think about Jalen Reagor. So I'm like, damn, I don't want nobody from that school ever again. Then when Colorado beat their ass, I was like, oh yeah, hell no, these boys some flukes. But nah, yeah, man.
And even that Minnesota game, you're right, Richard. In that Minnesota game, he had a great game. Quez could be that guy. I just think it was a lack of confidence for the year. All the attention with the AJ and
Quez was so wide open. He better had caught that. I'm talking about, man. That's why I'm saying, Quez, why you don't have a lot of moments. This is the point that I'm trying to make. You don't have a lot of moments. You supposed to capitalize on your moments. he don't do that consistently. But
He
hey,
didn't do that last year consistently. Not the year before. He did it the year before. We got an A.J. Brown, a Devontae Smith balling out. One just broke the record for most receptions in the NFL, Eagles history. The other one broke the record for most yards in Eagles history. That's kind of intimidating. They got like mad balls thrown to them every single game. Now this year it's going to be different. You know why? Because he's on a comeback. And now you're going to see that deep ball thrown. And people are going to be worried about Devontae. They're going to be worried about AJ. And he's going to be up the seam in the field. Jalen Hurts will give him the ball. He's going to make plays, man. I promise you. He had a good preseason, too. So watch out for Quez Watkins this year. I even say, if you're a fan, if you play daily fantasy, I would even put Quez Watkins in your lineup tomorrow. I'll put him in the line tomorrow. I'm talking about Deshaun Jackson numbers: 3 balls, 150 yards, 2 touchdowns.
Man, no. Quez Watkins, no. It's gonna be all Devontae Smith. Quez Watkins, man, he has to show, man, because I believe that. See, when you give somebody trust, and then they do something where they don't deserve it, they gotta earn it back. They have to earn it back. And
how do you earn it back? By going to him, right? I heard going to him. The first game of the season, everybody's gonna be locked down on AJ and Devontae and Goddard. It's 3 balls. I didn't even say he's catching like 6, 7 balls. 3 balls. You gotta realize what kind of receiver he is. He's gonna take a top off. You know what I'm saying? 3 balls. Remember when Deshaun Jackson? Remember when Deshaun Jackson used to have like games, 4 catches, 150 yards, 3 touchdowns, because he's just that fast. Quez is that fast. If the attention going to the outside and the running back, I'm telling you, he can get 3 balls, 150. And I'm not saying he's gonna do it game in, game out, but he's gonna put him back on notice. You know what I'm saying? They didn't call him Speed Batman for no reason. It's not just about skinny and swole. It's about Speed Batman too. And you gotta give him his love. You gotta let him, do his thing, and you gotta let him redeem himself. And I think for sure he's gonna redeem himself. 1 game. But I'm not saying the season he's gonna be 150 a game, Pro Bowl guy.
Okay, this game.
Think about this though. Think about this though. What? Remember when Amari Cooper was with CeeDee Lamb, right?
Yeah.
Who had the most yards out of the 3? It was Gallup, the 3rd receiver. The 3rd receiver was Cowboys' leading receiver that year. It wasn't CeeDee Lamb. It wasn't Cooper, because now you got 2 star receivers on the outside. You got to give them their attention. No matter what, you're never going to slide protection to Quez Watkins, period. No matter what. And we got Goddard, too, who's a top 5, tight end. So you're never going to slide protection to him. So you always are open to make the big play. And as long as you make it, you can have a 1,000-yard season.
If you had to bet over or under 60 yards for Quez Watkins, you betting over or under?
For just this game?
Yeah.
Over.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
This game.
Over. Okay.
What up, CG?
I ain't gonna say.
Because it's the first game of the season. It's the unknown things happen. You know what I'm saying? The unknown things happen the first game of the season. You might try to force feed Devontae and AJ, and it might not work. It's the sleeper guys that's going to get you. And I think that this is the Quez Watkins game. They got some good corners, but do they got 3 good corners? I don't think so. You know what I'm saying?
So you think so you think Bill finna take away who on offense? Who he finna focus on? Because they say he always focus on taking your best thing away, or focusing on one thing and taking away from. If it's one thing that Bill got to take away, or that you think he gonna focus on, what's that?
You got to focus on everything. You can't take away nothing from the Eagles. You can't. It's impossible. It's theoretically impossible to stop this Eagles offense. I'm telling you that all season long. I'm talking about all 20 games this season. I'm going to be the first to tell you. There's not going to be one game, all 20 games this season, that the Eagles offense will be stopped. Not one. Unless, forbid the thing I don't even like saying on TV or saying
And don't
loud
even say
live
it.
at
Don't even
all.
say it. Don't even
I'm not
say
even
it.
gonna say it, but you guys know what I'm talking about. Unless that
Yeah,
happens, there's no way you're stopping this Eagles offense. Period. Zero.
man.
Nobody.
That's why I
Nobody.
said we have the better team. This is honestly, man,
And he
for
said,
real. This is a dynasty right here. We are in a position where we can put our foot on the whole NFC. Fuck what anybody else talking about. And we literally got all the players we need. Everything starts up front. We have everything we need. We even got the people backing up the guys up on our offensive defensive line, in position to step in, and they already learning, you know what I'm saying? And these other organizations are basically don't even know what they doing. Howie Roseman is running laps around these dudes. We are like 3-4 years ahead of what anybody else is
"Get you
doing.
one." King of the
You say
Cow.
what?
I was like, "Get you one." I always got to throw the Howie. Whenever anybody talks about Howie, I got to throw the King of the Cow. That Matrix shirt is amazing. It's been flying
Yeah,
off.
man.
Nobody can go get one. But yeah, Howie
Howie
Roseman definitely
Roseman,
did. And we are in a
hey, listen,
dynasty. I say Jalen Hurts got a 5-year contract. We win 3 Super Bowls.
oh yeah, we definitely Jalen Hurts, we winning at least 3 Super Bowls. Listen,
Mm-hmm.
I'm on the strength. We gonna go to the Super Bowl and win. I know this is super ahead of time, but like our team is just like that. Like we literally like on the dynasty, and we have to just like when Andy Reid had his dynasty.
Yeah.
There hasn't been a repeat champion since we did it. It's like you have to be able to foresee certain things. You know what I'm saying? Like I know, people live in the moment, anything can happen, but history seems to repeat itself at times, and you have to be able to see life is parallel. This is we are in position to really be on the road for a long. We got young
Listen,
players. Howie Roseman. That's the whole point of the
that's
draft.
why.
That's where a dynasty starts. When even I don't even like bringing up the Dallas Cowboys, but when the Dallas Cowboys went on they run, they got a lot of their people through. It started with the draft. They got a lot of people with the draft, and then of course buying motherfuckers. But you know what I'm saying? It starts with the draft. You gotta, and Howie Roseman did everything he fucking could to put us on top, man. We got people from championship mindset, man. It's the culture as well. You know what I'm saying? You got Jalen,
Mm-hmm.
and you got Jalen Hurts at the helm, bro. This is, if this don't scream dynasty, people don't understand, bro. It was a fucking phone call. I listened to a phone call from Tom Brady when Tom Brady had before Tom Brady had got picked up to the Patriots, and after the both conversations. In both conversations, I swear to God, he sounded just like Jalen Hurts. He say, "Hey man, you bring me in, I'm gonna be competitive. It's gonna be fun competing for the job." And everybody already knew who they quarterback was. The owner said, "You do know who our starting quarterback is."
Oh, D Gifted went out. But what he's saying is dynasty mode for sure. That's what we're in, guys. You guys got to embrace the moment. Remember the old school, like you said, Cowboys, the old school Niners, where they were just good, 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 good. The old school Patriots. That's what mode we're in right now. And we got to accept that. It's hard as Eagles fan. We had so many years where we wish we were that team. So many years where we didn't have a full team. We were a good team, but we weren't like the best team in the league. We got to embrace being the best damn team in the football right now. We might not get this run again, guys, for a while. Look how long it took to even get here. Look how long it took to get that first Super Bowl. Look how long it took to get to this state of dominance. It's time for us to really embrace the moment and realize that we are on a run. All the contracts are set for the next 3-4 years. You know what I'm saying? All of it's ready. We are lined up for success for the next 3 to 5 years. The salary cap is going to go up every year, like they said, at least 25 million. So be on the lookout for this team to dominate for a long time. And it starts this year, man. We will go back to the Super Bowl. We will win it. I know it's one game at a time, but that's for the players. That's for the players. As fans, we will believe it. We will believe it, and we will support our team. You know what I'm saying? We will give them the extra energy that they need because they got the talent, they got the energy already, but the fans is that, that sixth man. With that extra energy that they need on that football team every year. If we believe it can happen, it can happen. If we believe we're going to go out there and dominate, we will go out there and dominate. We got to believe it, and it starts now. We got the best quarterback in the league. We got the best receiving duo in the league. We got the best tight end in the league. We got the best offensive line, defensive line in the league. Best secondary in the league. Hell, one of the best kickers in the league. We got one of the best coaches in the league. Because everybody talk about coaches, Belichick being the GOAT. Belichick is the GOAT, but like we said, he has not done nothing since Tom Brady. And if you want to take the last 3 years and put Belichick's record up against Nick Sirianni wins. We got the best coach in the league. 20-0 until proven otherwise. You damn right, hey man. That's what it's about. 20-0 until proven otherwise. Last year we lost 3 games total, and we beat our damn selves all 3 games. Not one of those games did another team beat us. And every other game besides those 3 games, we totally dominated. When the last time you seen the Eagles team have 4 games where the starters were pulled out in the fourth quarter? That never happens. When? Never. And it's about to happen again this year. Everybody talk about straight to schedule. Like I told you, I don't buy into that bullshit. I don't. I think we're going to dominate just like we did last year. And even better, more dominating. I think the offense is going to be more of the show this year than they were last year because it's another year. Everybody seemed to jump from Jalen Hurts to year 1 to year 2 in the same system. What the hell you think is about to happen year 2 to year 3 where everybody's like, he's so calm out there. He's anticipating. He's calling his own plays. He's doing whatever the hell he fucking wants. It's about to be nasty out there.
Yes, sir.
It's about to be body bags on defense and blowouts on offense.
Man, hey, I'm with you. 100%. 30 points a game. Something we haven't done, like I said earlier, since 1949. We ain't done it. Last year we averaged 28
Greatest show
points.
on turf type numbers, if not better.
Yeah. And that's where I'm from. I'm from the Loop. I'm from the Show Me State. I'm from where the greatest show on turf was. I got to see it. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, if we doing stuff like that, Swift gonna be fought, and hey, we gonna win that Super Bowl, man. Because it's
how we're not even done yet. The first week of the season, how are we gonna pluck some more seeds out there? There's gonna be some more people let go. There's gonna be a couple of trades made to make this team better. I heard right now, an inside source said we're trying to go out there and get Cordell Patterson from Atlanta to be our return guy, our 5th receiver, our 3rd running back, basically. That would be huge.
If there's one spot that I will say is kind of like a worry, Bill Belichick is also a great special teams coach. And that's where we actually weak as a mug at. Like, we don't even got Aaron Cepas as the punter on the official 53-man roster.
Well, they just brought him up. They just brought up today. They brought up Cepas and they brought up Covey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, yeah. So we still ain't got no killer returner. We still ain't got no guy that can make nothing happen. You know what I'm saying? Like, special teams is obviously the spot on the team that's been neglected, and I hope it don't come to bite us in the butt because special teams kind of cost us in the Super Bowl. You know what I'm saying? We ain't really really trip off of it, but they got themselves in position off special teams. So we can say special teams suck, but also too the coordinator ain't really got no players to really put on the special teams because we got a lot of DBs. We kept a lot of DBs it those the type of guys that's gonna be running down the field. It ain't gonna be a lot of linebackers. We only kept two linebackers on the roster. You know what I mean? So people still gotta keep in mind we need guys running down the field, making plays on special teams. So I hope it just don't come to bite us because guys like corners and backup wide receivers, those guys ain't trying to really make no tackles. You know what I'm saying? So that's when you get people bouncing off people and people not trying to make that tackle. So, hey, we got to see what's up.
6 to Atlanta for Patterson, right? Howie's a wizard. He's going to make it really nice and sweet. And that's going to take care of our return game. That's going to be like when Devontae and AJ's tired, you can throw them out to Quez Watkins and Ozzie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He's great. Like, he's good. Cordell Patterson is a weapon. You can throw him in the backfield if you want to. You know,
Yeah.
he can rush on you. He's a touchdown machine. And we haven't had a number one return guy like that in years. In
Yeah.
years.
We need something like that. We need something like that. Cause shoot, listen, we dealt last year, all year, no matter what they say, we dealt with
Go
bad
Hounds.
positioning all season. Plenty of times we had to watch Jalen Hurts start from the 15, the 20. You know what I'm saying? We didn't really have good field position, you know? So if we can get better field position just based off our special teams, hey, Jalen Hurts gonna be a monster. We're gonna score even more points. Don't get that bad man no good field position now.
Like I said, we got one, just can't play this year. Oh yeah, what that bull name? Rogers Jr. Is that who it was? He's suspended this year. What's his name again?
Oh, yeah.
Is it Rogers? That's his name, right?
You said who?
That's his name, Rogers Jr., right? I think so.
Oh,
What up, Philly? Let me know. I think that's his name. But yeah, he's suspended the whole year from gambling. So he's a good,
from the coast, right?
yeah, he's a good cornerback too, and he's a great special teamer. But that's what I'm saying. Go trade for this guy. 'Cause I think Cordell had signed a 2-year deal last year with Atlanta, and that's this year. Next year, let him walk or trade him.
Yeah.
You know, if this guy's really that good,
I'm
or if not,
saying,
he's not that
hey,
good.
don't be surprised, motherfuckers returning punts and shit, cause I'm telling you, we ain't got them dudes. That's why the punter gotta be good. You know what I'm saying? He gotta know how to punt that joint because that's a position we've been neglecting. And I hope it don't come to bite it. Bill Belichick know it. He know it. Trust me. He's an experienced coach for years. So I'm
And
just
Belichick
excited,
probably
man.
got a chip on his shoulder. He wants to go out there and prove that he's still a good coach. Isaiah Rogers, yeah, that's his name. Isaiah Rogers. Yeah, I knew his name was Rogers. Yeah, Isaiah Rogers. Yeah, the guy gonna be back next year, and he's a cornerback too. So but he's coming into a loaded cornerback room. Like we're gonna have Joe back. This might be. I hate to say it, Mr. Captain Slays last year with us. Because you have to play Joe, you have to play Riggs, you got to play Goodrich. And this guy right here, Isaiah Rogers, was a good cornerback too as well. So. It might be the last year to hope that these guys. I want to see all these guys go out with a bang. But getting back, before we get out of here, we're getting back to the game tomorrow. It's going to be an exciting game. Is that football's back, guys? We're one less than 24 hours away from kickoff. Where our Philadelphia Eagles will be out there at Gillette Stadium. I think it's weird that we got a short week though. I'm happy about it. 'Cause I will be in Philadelphia Thursday. So if you guys are going to be in Philadelphia Thursday, hit me up. We will be tailgating at the 4th and John tailgate, getting super litty like a kitty. Now, we'll not pass out this game. Okay, guys. But make sure you guys are out there for the 4th of John tailgate next Thursday. But yeah, I think this, like I said from the beginning of the show, it's not going to be a close game. Give me 3 hot takes for the game. I want hot takes. You know what I'm saying? Give me some
Jalen Carter had 3 sacks.
Okay.
That's a hot take because that's gonna automatically put him in conversation with Reggie White as the first rookie since Reggie White to have double-digit sacks this season, and that's something that Muggs been talking about. He generational. That's generational. He do that. That's generational. So I'm expecting a big game from him. What's another hot take? I'm gonna say, shoot. I mean, damn, we pretty much gonna be dominant. I'm gonna say Andreswift have over 100 yards receiving. He gonna prove to be a valuable asset for Jalen Hurts. So instead of them off schedule run plays that Jalen Hurts have, he gonna just dump it off. You know what I'm saying? If it ain't a scheduled run play for Jalen Hurts, I don't expect him to be running. That's what Andreswift is gonna be for. So he might break one loose. Two catches into the game, he got 100 yards because he didn't took one to the house. You know what I'm saying? So, okay. So, what's another hot take? You said 3, right? Shoot. I'm gonna say Reed Blankenship, get him a pick. Oh, you say Slay gets 2 picks. Yeah, I say Reed Blankenship get him a pick. That's gonna show everybody, hey, he ain't get a pick on Aaron Rodgers for no reason. He was the first rookie ever to get a pick on Aaron Rodgers for a reason. And shoot, he showed to be a valuable asset on the team for the rest of the time. And I don't think that's a fluke. So this game going against Mac Jones, a guy that's trying to get comfortable with his new OC, Reed Blankenship gonna read and take that shit to the house.
Read and react. I need to make a shirt like that.
Right.
Read and react. That'd be good. That'd be good. Twist says Goddard 152 touchdowns, Dean 15 tackles, 3 tackles for loss and a sack. Sidney gets his sack as well for his 3 hot takes. My hot takes is Jalen Hurts has his first 400 plus yard game of his career.
Damn.
You know,
that's destroying Bill Belichick defense now. He do
400
that.
yards, 5 touchdowns. 400 yards, 5 touchdowns. The best game of his career. A couple of those going to be to Swift. A couple of those to Devontae. And then we got one to AJ. Or, mix it up between the weapons. But, he got enough weapons to do it. I think he goes out there. He shows the world that he is done being labeled a running quarterback. He's a triple threat, and he will throw for 400 and still rush for like 70 yards. But 5 touchdowns in the first opening game. And we destroy the Patriots. We're going to do a score position in a little bit. My second hot take is Jordan Davis will get 2 sacks tomorrow. Everybody can be expecting everybody
still
else.
Stuck on this Jordan Davis.
Jordan Davis will get 2 sacks tomorrow, guys. Mark my damn words. You guys finally
if he get
see
2
it
sacks,
happen.
I will be shocked.
Yeah. So, and our third one. Let's go a really hot take. Let's do a really, really hot take.
You already know we the better team, so it got to be something crazy.
I'm going to say this. The third hot take is Swift would have 250 plus total yards with at least 2 touchdowns.
Hey, now that's a hot take. That's a hot take.
That's really hot. That's steaming hot. Well, what do you think the score prediction is going to be? Give me your score prediction, big guy. So are you looking for any more podcasters? Yeah, go hit up BGN on Twitter. Send me a DM. We holler at you. What kind of content you do? Let me know what's up.
Man, score predictions, man. I'm going to say 34-17 Eagles because we're going to be putting up a lot of points this game, dog. And I feel like defense is going to really put it because I don't expect them to really be trying to air it out as much. And so I think with this slow pound and ground type of game, it's going to put us in great position when it comes to the offense. So Jalen Hurts is going to be in position and we're going to keep scoring points. And come fourth quarter, we're going to take our foot off the gas. So 34-17 Eagles.
Twiz at 31-17, and I had 31-14, I think is my original score. But I changed it because I said Jalen Hurts will score 5 touchdowns. So I have to go 38-14 Philadelphia. Total freaking blowout. Welcome, league, to the best team in football. You would check us out. You would know we are the best after this game that we go against the Patriots, against one of the best coaches of all time. And Tom Brady will be there to watch his team get pummeled by our Philadelphia Eagles tomorrow. It's going to be a hell of a game. 38-14. He's at 38-13 still. Yeah, 38-14. We go 38-14. It's going to be a blowout. It's going to be amazing. And it's going to be what we need from our Philadelphia Eagles to prove that all the hype is not for no reason.
All right, we got to start off right.
It's not even hype. It's just facts. We are that good of a football team. We are that deep of a football team. We have that many talented players on this football team not to worry about any of them. If you look across the board at any one of these teams, you throw another team out there. A lot of people like to put San Francisco, up in front of it. They don't even have a quarterback. They're not as deep as any position. None of them.
Man, San Francisco.
The Chiefs just lost to the Lions. I know they didn't have their best 2 players, but they just lost to the Lions. We're not losing football games this year, guys, unless we beat ourselves. And I don't think they're going to beat themselves this year 2 years in a row. Now, I'm not saying we're gonna be, the Dolphins undefeated season because there's always a cold day in hell on the football field. So we might lose one, or we might be sitting our players out the last game of the season, and we might lose when the backups can't hold it in. But I will say we're gonna be a dominated football team all damn year long. You better get used to it. You better get used to it. Hopefully, if you play fantasy, you have a lot of Eagles players. And if you're doing that daily fantasy, you definitely need to have a lot of Eagles players. I'm trying to help you guys win some money. Now we'll see all you guys in Vegas when we're in that Super Bowl again this year, because this unfinished business score is here. Hey, shout out to Dark Knight for not showing up tonight. I love you, my guy. He was at his event tonight, but we definitely have State of the Eagles next week. He will be here. We will definitely do our thing again, man. Any final words for you, D? Thank you again, brother, for stopping by the show. It's always a pleasure.
I'm just happy to be here, man. It was definitely fun, man. If you guys want to check me out, I am a proud member of BIRDGANG Nation Media, and you can check me out on my channel.
Before we get out, I'm gonna try to get you your link inside the descriptions here. Hold on. You can go talk. I'm gonna pull it up while you're talking.
Yeah, but you can definitely check me out at my channel. D Gifted 314. Tune in to Smoking with the Birds. I will definitely be putting out content every Monday, Wednesdays, and Friday. I'm trying to create some type of segments like Moody Mondays, you know what I'm saying? Because after Sunday, it's gonna be kind of moody. Then it is Smoking with the Birds. So I was gonna say Wake and Bake Wednesdays, or what to look for Wednesdays, play with them. Or
hey, D Gifted, I want to do our record where we get dressed up in green suits. We just
yeah, man. We were supposed to do that, man. I forgot about that.
Yeah.
I forgot about that, man.
I just dropped this thing on all social media platforms. It's on Twitter. It's on Facebook. It's on YouTube. He is 60 away from the big 200. Go get my boy there as soon as possible. This guy's one of the best in the game, and people just got to see him, just like me, man. I remember when I was back there. Now, we're on the road, too. I need to get 10K. Guys, I need to share my stuff to everybody. Get me to 10K for sure, but go get my boy to 200 at least. You know what I'm saying? Because he deserved to be at 1,000 already. He's been in the game for a while. He's been doing this thing. You definitely see us on the screen a lot more this season. So like I always say at the end of my videos, fly, Eagles, fly. We are less than 24 hours away from game one. Let's freaking go. Let's go. You ain't hyped now, you ain't gonna ever get hyped, so you better get hyped now. Let's do this, guys. Eagles will destroy the Patriots tomorrow, and it's gonna be a great day, guys, man. So I think we are doing a Birds on the Line tomorrow night. So D Gifted, if you're free too, me and One Trade will be doing a Birds on the Line after the game, so we can hear all you guys' reactions. So make sure you guys get on there, hit that like, hit that subscribe, and go support your Eagle content creators. We are the best content creators in the game. No other team got stuff as.
Yo, thanks for the subscription. What's his name? The HO3 Hitman. Hey, yo, I appreciate that 100, dog. Hey, coming to you live and lit all the time, bro. I appreciate it 100.
So you guys have a great rest of your night, and we out. Peace.
How is everybody doing today? Welcome to another show of State of the Eagles with your boy BG31 and the Dark Knight.